All right, let's get to where's the beer song here? Let's. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Beer of the week.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week on The Nielsen Show, only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it again. Time for Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. We are a week away from the 6 o'clocker lager being featured right here on the show. Can you believe that? Hey, is his mic on, Trev? Did you turn his mic up?
There it is.
There we go.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. It's tense in here.
It is, right?
It's
You
tense.
can sense it.
It's tense. It's tense. You know, there's a lot going on today. With an Oilers game. I mean, who cares about the Oilers game right now?
I know, exactly.
Right?
You're all Jets and Dolphins today, aren't you? That's what it's at.
The controversy. It's unreal.
It shouldn't even be a controversy. It's such a, like somebody said, the commission's role is to work for the draftees and the teams, right? Like,
Yeah.
if we want, are you taking a one side in this?
I can appreciate the commish having to make a decision.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes commissioners have to make a decision.
Tough job.
That's not favorable. Now, sometimes commissioners make the wrong decision too. So I appreciate that he's decisive. He made the decision quick. I read the texts. I mean, online. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
I think it had to be out there.
I put them on Twitter.
It had to go out there. But I feel like sometimes too, commissioners need to roll it back and say, maybe I went too far. And so if, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying I was wrong.
Yeah.
I think in this case, I see where the logic of him making the decision was. You don't want someone like in the Nasty Chat yesterday saying a whole draft of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
It probably would have won, but you don't want that. So I
Yeah.
see the logic in the decision. It just went too far.
Well, because like I look at it from the perspective of people are going to look at this thing after, and let's say Will Ferrell ends up gets drafted by a cast member, so you can't draft either of his impressions. So you can't draft any of his impressions. Not Bush, not Harry Carey, and people are going to be looking at it and going, guys, how are these not selected? And we got to be like, well, it's this whole thing with the commish, and he didn't allow us to because. So I feel like it leads to more issues.
So if Cowbell goes off, Farrell's done.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
But that you can't do the
That's what I'm
draft if
assuming.
that's the case.
I'm just asking.
I mean, you can't do the draft if that's the case. I'll get up and walk out. If that's a ruling, I will get up, walk out. I'll just go home.
Solidarity.
Yeah, I'm going to go home.
I guess I'll have to go home too.
Yeah, we all have to leave. That's it. Solidarity. All right, what are we doing here today? What do we got?
Okay. Well, on top of everything, we've got 8 different beers in front of us.
Oh, great. This is just what we need.
So we're doing Beerfest in a box.
Okay.
So we have done Beerfest in a box before. This is they keep kind of rolling out new versions of this. This is their road trip edition. So it's in our flyer this week. It's case slot sale. So it's buy more, save more. Get stocked up here, kind of that Black Friday. You know, everyone's out doing shopping. So we've got this Beerfest in a box. Buy 2 of them for $50. Okay, so there's 8 different breweries in this box, 8 different beers, different styles of beer. If you were to drive this route, I put it into the map yesterday, it would take you 13 hours to get from one brewery to the other.
Thanks for
Straight
doing the work
driving.
on that one. I like that. That's neat.
So it's all across Alberta. We start up with, you know, you got Folding Mountain, which I know, Eric, you're a big fan of.
Love it.
Great beer. We've got SYC out of Edmonton. We've got Medicine Hat Brewing. We've got Apex Brewing, out of Edson. Blind Man, you know, great, Blind Man's fantastic out of Lacombe. Olds College, which a lot of the brewers that are making these beers come from.
They go to Olds College? My dad went to Olds College.
Oh, yeah, Olds College
Unbelievable.
has this amazing brewery school.
Come
you get
on.
a brewery degree from Olds.
Wow.
It's really difficult to get in, and a lot of the guys that get jobs in all these breweries come out of Olds. It's
What's
crazy.
weird is like imagine going to class at brewery school hungover and them getting mad at you.
Yeah.
You're in school to make beer.
Yeah.
Hey,
So homework.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just homework.
Yeah.
It's just homework. And then we've got Dog Island out of Slave Lake, and we've got Village out of Calgary. So again, we're going all over the
That's a
province.
trip, yeah.
We've got I mean, we're gonna try a bunch of them. Again,
Okay.
2 for $50. I think we should start with something nice and light.
Sure.
Let's nice and easy. I think we go Folding Mountain Lager.
This is a great
Okay,
one.
this is a great beer.
I
So
pick up a 4 when you're heading into Jasper. It's a great way to kick off a
It
weekend.
really is. I mean,
Got 4 tall boys for the
Yeah.
room, you know?
Oh,
like,
it's
yeah.
just great.
I mean, the brewery itself is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, there's not many breweries in Alberta that have a better scenery,
Good food,
better
good people.
atmosphere,
Yep.
exactly, all of it. So there's a good selection of beers in here that There's different alcohol levels. There's again different styles. We'll start with a
this
lager.
is gonna be delicious.
This is the great way to start. Get that palate going. Waking the palate up in the morning. 4.5%. Just citrus, American hops, delicious lager.
Cheers to an Oilers win, right? Go out and
Yeah.
get one done against the Caps.
Yep.
It all started here, Folding Mountain. Wouldn't that be quite the scene?
If they lose, I guess there's a Folding Mountain joke in there somewhere.
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
folded up too early.
You got her. You got her.
Yeah, so again, delicious folding. You could drink a boatload of those.
It's a nice happy hour beer.
Just
Like you
easy,
kinda, yeah.
delicious, really, really nice. And again, with this Beerfest in a box, this is another one of those that you could put kind of if you're entertaining, you're getting ready for Christmas stuff, you're starting to plan ahead. Put one of these put a bunch of these in the fridge, and there's 8 different styles.
I'd bring 3 buddies over and do a draft.
Well, there you
Each
go.
draft 2, and then I want to come in and take 2 away.
Yeah. Can't draft 2 lagers.
No, can't have 2 lagers. Why could you do 2 lagers?
Okay, so so I think I tried a few of these. This one here from Apex.
Been there too.
Great.
Oh, on the way to Folding Mountain. Yeah,
on the way to
that's
Folding
kind
Mountain.
of.
Like this, another one. You drive along if you're going to Apex Brewing and you drive along this country road in the middle of the bush. You're gonna find this glorious brewery.
There's something about going to a brewery. It's different than going to a bar. Like at a
Yeah.
brewery,
Oh, yeah.
it's like it's like a beer family.
But
Everybody's there
Apex,
'cause they love the
Apex
beer,
is
you
you're
know?
out in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
You take a winding road and it's a nice little room.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice cozy little place.
It's a
yeah.
great spot, and it is hidden. Like you wouldn't drive past and go, oh, there's Apex. You
Nope.
got to
Yeah.
go to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about the kind of the family atmosphere, they're community oriented. It's just a cool spot to go in all of these places. So this is Apex. It's a Bohemian Pilsner, again 4.5%. Kind of a maltiness to it, but again, delicious palate warmer.
Tommy Gazzola is here in the 4-5 swing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, cheers to the Elks looking for private ownership.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Again,
that's a good.
These are
2
two
for
really
2.
nice light. like,
2
these are
for
good.
2, nice and light. So I think let's do it a little bit different here. So I tried this one, and this one might be one of my. I had never tried this from Village. It's a New Zealand Pale Ale. Again, 4.5% alcohol, nice and light.
A New Zealand.
New
pale ale.
Zealand Pale
going on
Ale.
there?
So it uses hops from New Zealand.
Okay.
That's kind of where.
You think they get sent over on a plane or a boat?
I'm gonna say boat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say boat.
Yeah, that's a lot. They
Or-
must
or
really
both,
love
or
this
both.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's a terrible
Horrible pour.
That's a
Ah,
horrible
it's
pour.
My
That's a horrible
God.
pour.
I
like the head
That's-
that you release the,
Release those
Release the
gases, exactly. I tried this one for the first time, brand new to me. Again, New Zealand Pale Ale. It's got a ton of flavor.
I don't think we've ever had a New Zealand.
Never
pale ale
haven't heard of
before.
it.
We haven't.
No.
We haven't. This is called the Binge Watch. Great name, great can.
Ooh, it smells. It smells really
It's got
nice.
a juicy punch, big mouth.
Holy smokes.
My wife and I, my wife, we usually taste a few of these, and I opened this one for myself. She opened with the SYC. She took this one from me. She's like, "Nope, I'm having that one."
Wow.
Yeah,
She's
like,
real
"Nope,
bossy.
I'm having.
Hey.
Oh, she is. Yeah. Someone's got to keep control of me.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is Binge Watch from Village. Again, we're going through the Beerfest in a box, which is the beer of the week this week.
Well, let's cheers phrase because he always loved Australia, New Zealand.
He
right?
did, yeah. Favorite place on earth.
Yeah, Will.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
The NZPA.
But I'm trying to think about the
NZPA.
other IPAs and things that we've had, and it just.
But
it's
it is.
good.
Is it more juicy?
For
I'm
sure,
getting a juicy,
for sure.
juicier. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're getting that really kind of the pale ale flavoring of that
Yeah.
one. So you're getting more. Oh my goodness!
Oh, Glue Guy just gave Kamish a stare down. I love
Solidarity.
it. Solidarity.
Solidarity.
Solidarity. Solidarity. Solidarity. Let's go.
I'll give you one of those.
Even Even Tom saw it.
Even Tom saw it.
Unanimous,
Tom doesn't
unanimous.
even know what he's doing. He's just fist bumping us. I love it. You're in now, Tommy.
He just woke up.
No idea. Yeah. Tom's like, hey, who's on the hangout today? All right.
So
that's really good.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of pine in that one. So usually they're really tropical or really piney if you go to the IPAs. That one you're getting a real nice balance. Village makes great beers. Again, really, really nice beer. So they're all really good. I want to try a different style. We don't have to try all of them, but we've never done, I don't think, a smash beer.
Okay, no, we haven't.
So this is from Dog Island out of Slave Lake. So it's 5% alcohol. It's an American pale ale, and smash is single malt, single hop.
So what does that mean?
So usually when they're blending their beers, they're mixing different malts in, they're different hops in. So usually hops, sorry, lots of different hops to get a real kind of balanced flavor, a different flavor. Kind of this is 1 and 1. So it's 1 hop, 1 malt to make this beer. So
Okay.
it can be tricky because you're kind of dedicated to that style, dedicated to that
So
flavor.
they're challenging themselves in brewing this in a sense. I was thinking of like a smashed can, like those smashed burgers.
We could do that too.
You
Crush can, yeah. You can do that too. So this is it's a pale ale style, American pale ale. And
so is it going to be like, is the taste going to surprise us? Or
no,
is it just, okay.
No, it's more just it's a challenging one to make. And it's again, the brewers like to do things a little differently. It keeps them interested instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. Dog Island does a lot of really good beer. We've tried their Saints and Sinners before with a cool can. So we have had these guys before, but it's a Pilsen malt and a Sabro hop, and they use a Kvike yeast, which is a really fast acting yeast in this one as well. So kind of a neat way to do a beer.
Okay, well, cheers to Matthew Wanek. His final draft as commissioner.
Is that commish?
Okay, what's at the end there? What's that?
It's juicy. It's bitter. I think the bitterness probably coming through.
Yeah,
on the palate.
maybe a little bit. Like it's not crazy bitter, but there's. Can I have a little bit more?
Yeah.
I'll try that again because there's like there's a finish on this that really I wasn't expecting, and I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. I'm not wrong though, right?
No,
Like,
you're not wrong.
Look at that palate, Like
I think part of it too is. Do you want a little bit? Sure. And part of it too is that we're going from the different styles of beer, so our
okay, so maybe that's why it's overwhelming.
We're bouncing around a little bit,
enough.
You know what I mean? But
that's what it is. But yeah, it just seemed like there was
there's certainly
certainly
some juiciness.
Cheers to Chris Farley, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Probably the
Chris
first
Farley
overall.
gets an L pick.
There is it's a
I can't tell what that flavor
No,
is.
I know. It's not melon. It's not grapefruit. It's a balanced flavor that's kind of coming through in the bitterness. It's delicious.
We're not going to fight.
No,
we're not. No, we're not. We're not. And again,
it's really unique.
It's a mystery.
It's good.
if you were pouring that was your first beer, and we were pouring that, we could probably taste that.
Okay, you could probably
pinpoint
figure
that
it
a little
out.
bit more.
Okay,
but
that makes sense.
Coming off the binge watch, that New Zealand, which was so hoppy, so it's like really juicy. We're probably kind of turned the palate a little bit.
Okay.
So, should we keep going?
Yeah, why
Hey,
not?
why not?
We
Why
got
not? Okay,
2 or 3, 4 more minutes.
Let's
yeah.
run. Let's go with. I'm going to save the SYC for last. Let's go with fruit.
Okay.
So this is from Blind Man. I love Blind Man. Their session. We've done the Pilsner before.
I've been at their
They have a
place
nice
down
place
in
too,
Tacoma,
yeah.
right? When I was doing the Allen Cup there, I popped in, had some dinner there one night.
Their tap room. Not only is it a super great place to go, it's the stuff they're doing environmentally, the CO2 recapture that they're doing,
Good for
the
them.
recycling, the pack tech recycling. They really are. They're leaders, amongst Alberta breweries. They're great partners. But then we're gonna do the fruit, which is juicy and tart, 4.5%. It's a sour beer.
It's like a rosé.
Yeah, you get some great.
Yeah,
berry
is it a little
coloring.
sour?
Yeah, it's a lot sour.
Okay, all
so we
right.
got cherries, mango, raspberry, pineapple. I love a sour beer.
Let's do a cheers. It'll make some people sour, but not me. Cheers to LeBron James, the greatest of all time, passing 39,000 points, only player ever to do it.
Delicious.
Oh, but it didn't make me go.
No.
Yeah.
No, because it's a balanced.
But when I tasted it, I was waiting for. No, and now the after.
there's
Now
the
your
warmth
tongue.
to
Now
it.
your tongue goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like sour candy where you're
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
right away.
No, again,
makes you smile
that's a
a little
real
bit, yeah.
balanced, juicy.
Yeah, if you liked a
tart.
little bit of sour, that one would really.
But
that
not
would
the
work.
pain.
Yeah, I love
What's
that
it
one.
just called? It's just
Fruit.
called fruit.
Fruit.
From Blind Man.
Fruit.
Okay.
I saw a great clip on LeBron when he was when they surprised him that he was older than the Utah coach. Did
Yeah.
you see that? He's like, "What? What are you talking?" It's a great clip because he didn't know. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go next with the let's go the brick and mortar.
And all 8 of these, it's always the same 8 that are in this beer in a box.
you
Beerfest
betcha.
in a box.
Yeah, you betcha. So let's go. This is the brick and mortar porter, and this is gonna be
Oh
right.
wow!
up-
So you're getting a bunch of different types of beer then, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like we've tasted a bunch of these guys, and maybe you're just getting into craft beer, you know, and you want to, you don't want to buy a 4-pack, and this is for you right here.
Thank you very much.
You're getting, again, 13 hours of driving up and down the province here. You're hitting a whole bunch of these different guys.
It would be a cool thing to do in summer, 2 days. Like 13 hours, you're going to probably need to break it up.
Yeah.
Right, so... Yeah, that'd be great.
There's an Alberta ale trail that you can go online. Ale trail. So it's a fantastic name. And you can go through and you can plan a route. And it'll take you to different breweries and gives you the story. And
that's online?
Yeah, it's online.
It's like Happy Beer Street here, but with a province-wide type of...
Yeah, there's Yeg Pocket, which is another one in Edmonton. So it's like a whole group of like Growlery and Polyrhythm and all those kind of guys. Yeah. They've kind of got these, groups of breweries that you can bike to, scoot to, get around to. It's great.
Can I...
Yeah, of course. I love that.
For one, Dolly Parton.
Oh, my goodness.
Putting on that performance yesterday.
Tony Romo.
We are the champions.
Hot and horned up there.
Hey, who wasn't?
Who doesn't love Dolly? Delicious. Medicine Hat Brewing.
That's actually not too overwhelming.
Sweet, just a bit of sweet, a lot of malt.
See, this is how you get them on those darker ones, I think, through the...
So I slide them in there.
Yeah, you slide them in
chocolate
there.
Yeah.
This was okay.
You love it. Yeah.
Well, I think you like this one too. It's not coffee. Like I know you're not a big.
It's not as coffee as
no. Some of the porters can be very heavy in the coffee flavoring. This one here is more balanced malt. A little bit of, I think it's still got robust, kind of sweet.
But even the head looks like a bit of a latte.
Oh yeah.
Like it's got the coloration.
Beautiful beers. Yeah. When a porter's done right and it's got that right amount of carbonation too, and it pours just
looks delicious,
warming, delicious, great. Okay, so let's go. Let's
we're running the table now.
I might as well. We got 2 left to go, so I'm going to save that one for last. Let's go Origin malting. So this one here, we've done Origin before, homegrown craft lager. This I can't say enough about these breweries. How cool they are and how
all a little unique, eh? I mean, when you go visit,
and you can have 8. They can have 8 different lagers in here, and we have done. They did a sour pack.
Oh, okay.
They've done an IPA pack, so you can have, and they all.
So how does this get put together? How do these different breweries all come together and end up in here?
So there's a craft importer. There's one company that kind of represents a bunch of these brewers, because again, a lot of these breweries are, Blind Man's fairly big, but some of them are quite small. They've got 2, 3 employees.
Did they reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to have one of your beers in here?
Yeah, this company will go around and help sell their beer, get them into bars, get them into restaurants, get them into our stores, and kind of represent them at the table.
Yeah.
So this company or craft kind of represents a bunch of these guys, puts them into this box, and it's just another avenue to get people to taste their beer. Because I mean, there's so many on the shelf when you go in, it can be intimidating. For a customer who's new to it, and go.
Well, pretty soon they'll all just be going in and getting the 6 o'clock lager anyway. So
yeah, I had it for the first time.
Did you have it?
I have it.
How was it? We haven't tried it. We're gonna try it today.
Ooh,
yeah,
it's pretty damn good.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Excellent. Next week, beer of the week, we'll be doing our own 6 o'clock lager. So
exciting. So this is the Origin Malting and Brewing. Again, this is kind of that farm to table. Great story with Origin.
I'm gonna say it. I know people don't like it today, but cheers to Alexander Ovechkin, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time.
Cheers.
Just not today. My son, by the way, he's a huge Oilers fan, and he loves Ovi. So last night he tells me, he goes, Daddy, here's my plan. I'm going to wear my Ovi jersey over my Oilers jersey. And then I'm going to go to the bathroom, take one off, and come back as a different kid. I was just like, wow, this is legendary stuff here. And he'll probably be doing it. Like, he'll still have both jerseys at school today. And his teacher, we had like a parent-teacher thing last night. She said they'd be keeping track of the score. So I could see like Washington go up 2-0. Marshall goes to the bathroom, puts on his Ovi jersey.
I like it. Midway through the 30s, just topless. Like, just shirtless. Hey, we're any of them.
We have one more beer to try, but just a heads up, we do have a gift certificate to give away. So if you are listening right now on TuneIn or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, or you're watching on YouTube, just text us right now at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Just text in Beer Me. And what is this?
I know, sorry.
What is this?
Hey.
Look at this.
Sometimes when again,
it's unbelievably bad.
It's not as easy to pour into these little tiny cups as you think it is.
My God. But
I sound like
Let
her
breathe,
that was a
baby.
very Jeff Hodgson wine.
Who, me?
No, me. It's not as easy to pour.
Right.
It was a very Hodgy.
He's a huge whiner.
That was a very Hodgy.
Sobeys down in Calgary. Pretends he has
kind
a
of thing to do.
Big job.
He's the worst.
Yeah. He is.
So let's go SYC. So we'll finish off with Edmonton. This one here, I kind of had to finish off at the end. It's 6% because it will kind of. I don't want to say bust your palate, but it's gonna be a lot going on with this.
This is like
one.
sending Campbell down to the AHL.
Shaking things up, things up. Exactly. So it's an IPA, 6%. It's their Fjord, mango, orange, peach, just delicious IPA. SYC makes a boatload of beers. We've done them before as well.
Yeah,
we've heard of them before as well.
Yes.
They get into that.
There's a whole bunch. Our non-alcoholic section, and I'm a big fan of having those in your fridge for people when they're coming over. A lot of these guys, Village makes a great one.
Almost assumed
SYC.
now, hey? Like, it's not so much look, they're making it on. It's kind of, it's in the menu for everybody now.
For sure, and because they're good now. There was a big period there where those non-alcoholic beers weren't very good.
Yeah.
They were sweet. They were kind of odd flavored. They didn't taste like beer.
My grandma used to drink them like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was gross. You could only get them at like Safeway.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh my God.
She's the only one buying them type of thing, like
Yeah.
keeping them in business.
Yeah.
They didn't really know how to make it. It was almost like they were making a drink that kind of tasted like beer, and now they're making beer and removing the alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's a very different process. Again, a lot of these guys have a good one. We've done a non-alcoholic beer the week before. But yeah, it's great to have those in your fridge.
Just text again one more time, Beer Me, to 780-218-9999, and you'll go into the draw for a $50 gift card to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. All right, a cheers to the Saturday Night Live draft. And like I said, it might be the end of Edmonton Sports Talk as we know it.
I'm getting
Apologize
spanked.
to your bosses if we don't exist later this afternoon.
Good luck to everyone involved.
We'll see.
There's a good one. Again, great IPA.
That's almost
Great
my
IPA.
that's almost my favorite one from
Look
this
at
whole
you.
thing. I know.
Holy cow.
I know. Have I matured? Remember when I used to have an IPA and I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, no,
This was
you'd be choking
really
it down.
You
That
feed them
one was
seven
really,
others
really
first.
good.
And then,
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's a really good IPA, New England IPA.
Oh wow, that's real nice.
Yeah, it's salt. It's again, SYC does a really. I'm gonna push that one over there. I'm gonna push that one over there.
thanks.
Yes, you know that.
I'll keep with the binge watch.
That would have been my next pick. A binge watch is good.
Binge watch is really good. Again, I there was a bunch in here that I hadn't tried. I hadn't tried the Smash. I hadn't tried the binge watch for sure, and I hadn't tried the porter. So even someone that does get lucky enough to sample a lot of these beers, there's 3 in here that I hadn't tasted before, which is always fun.
That's nice to do for sure. Beer Me once again 780.